Well, 2020 has thrown us quite a few curveballs, personally, professionally. If the unexpected happens to your career, what do? Well, you turn to a career coach like Lindsay Baccardo. And Lindsay, before we start, I have to apologize because I believe last time I introduced you, I believe I called you Bacardi, which...
Hey, I'll take a rum.
Okay. Which may be something I've been leaning too much heavily on in the COVID. Anyway, if you get the rug pulled out from under you professionally during a non-pandemic, that is such a gut punch. How do we handle it during these circumstances?
That's exactly right. And so many of us have. Okay, so the first step, and I know some people are going to say this is obvious, but don't panic. There's so many layers of our life right now that have been turned upside down. Know that you are not alone in that. And know this too, your core skills will transfer like crazy. 60 to 70% of your core skills could transfer. Randy made a great point. If he was going to go become a tree trimmer, he would know so much more about the weather than any other tree trimmer.
Excellent point, yeah.
He's a strong communicator. He could sell his services. There's a lot of ways that he could transfer his skills. So don't panic and just start thinking about what core skills do I have? You are not starting from scratch. And the stress of everything else in our life can make us feel like this is the last blow. This is the final blow. I can't handle it. So anybody out there that's sitting there this morning feeling that way, I just want to say you are not starting from scratch. It will be okay.
Well,
that's the most important piece.
And you're also not alone. I think some people take
the
whole burden of what happened, this decision that was out of your control. But no, you're not alone in this. You need to kind of maybe share it a little bit with the right people.
That's exactly right. Getting that supportive team around you quickly. I know, look, if you lose your job, you're not going to be excited to tell the world and make a post about it. And in that moment, when you do share, people can come around you. You do need encouragement, and you definitely need your network. That is one of the most important things that you'll need to be able to move quickly and efficiently. So let's talk about some other things that you need. 3, take a minute and just get clear on what matters most to you. If you're thinking, I got to turn around and make money tomorrow, you're going to go down a much more different path than if you say, hey, this is actually my chance to go after this other thing that I've always dreamed of. So figure out what matters most to you in the near future and make sure you're taking care of that element and reducing your stress as much as possible. Number 4, if there's something that you are interested in, this is going to sound counterintuitive, but actually go and shadow somebody who's doing that exact job. We learn a lot more by modeling and by watching other people than we do just looking up articles and stressing out in our own world. So sometimes we think, what I really want to do? This is my chance to be a phlebotomist, whatever it is. Well, go follow a phlebotomist and see what their day-to-day life is like. See if it's really for you. Oftentimes we romanticize or we overinflate jobs thinking this will save me from this horrible situation. And the actual job doesn't necessarily match us well. So make sure that you get in amongst the people. Don't isolate yourself. Get out there and shadow. And then this last one, even if you do have a certain career in mind that you want to pivot towards, and I'm seeing this all the time with my clients, the first iteration you make, you're going to make 1 and then you're going to make 2. You'll probably make about 3 to 5 iterations on that first job that you thought, because we tend to set our heart on that first one. And then we are heartbroken that it doesn't work out the way we wanted it to. So know that it would be normal if you lose your job and you're looking to take that next big professional step. It'd be normal to say, okay, I'm going to have to wiggle my way there. It's not going to be perfect. I'm not going to apply to one job and boom, it totally worked. My fairy godmother pulled through for me. We're going to have to take some wiggles through it and be brave, courageous, connect with people.
And maybe take on something while we're still looking for that next iteration.
If there was ever a time to have a side hustle, 50% of millennials already have side hustles. They're making an average of an extra $8,000 a year. You have so many available to you on your phone that you can be doing right here in Indianapolis. We've got Instacart. We've got tons of options to make that extra money on the side. Exactly.
And quickly, if you could, back to sort of the emotional baggage of this. There's no time to really sort of mope and take it personally. People are losing their jobs for reasons that have nothing to do with their performance, their experience, or their abilities, right? You just have to get over that.
That's you just hit the core of it. It's happening to so many of us. I know we say don't take it personal, just brush it off. You're gonna feel hurt. You will feel that way, and you are really not alone. People are making these decisions all over the place. Leaders are making them without even wanting to have to make them, just because of the numbers and the situation that we're in. So you're exactly right. It's really not personal. To the degree that you can hold on to that and believe it, you'll have more energy to go and take care of and fix the problem.
Excellent as always. We'll put the link on indystyle.tv. Glad I didn't call you another alcohol brand this time.
Oh, thanks, Trace.
Thank you, Captain Morgan. Amber?
Oh, that's